Sit down or lie down in a comfortable place and close your eyes. I'm going to count you down from 5 to 0. 5. Your eyelids are so heavy, it's difficult to open them. 4. You can feel your arms and legs getting heavier and heavier. 3. Take a big, deep breath. 2. You feel like you are sinking down into the chair or the bed. 1. You are now in a state of deep relaxation. I want you to imagine the most beautiful, serene place you've ever been to. Maybe it's pine forest looking out over a beautiful ocean. Maybe it's the top of a mountain. Maybe it's a beautiful beach. Choose a place that is completely safe and completely quiet. I want you to imagine that you are sitting there, cross-legged, looking out around you. The place you are in is in a state of complete grace. You take another deep breath and you feel peaceful. You feel completely peaceful. All your worries and pressures are not here. They are far away. You find yourself walking in this place, and it's beautiful. But you look down and you find in your hands you are carrying some bags. These bags are quite heavy, and you're surprised to have them there. You hadn't noticed them then before. You find a quiet place and you sit down. You start to have a look at the bags and you notice that they're full of sand. On each one of the bags you can see there's a word, and that word is one of the feelings that you identified from lesson 1. Think now, what are the words you can read on those bags? Shame, self-loathing, guilt, anger, hatred, arrogance. It could be you're just carrying one bag, but that bag is heavier than all the others put together. Maybe you feel overwhelmed by how many bags that you are carrying, and you're shocked at how heavy they are and how bad they make you feel. Then you notice something. You notice that the sun is somehow starting to shine more brightly. And even though you're carrying the bags, you start to feel hope. Even though you've still got the bags in your hand, you lay them down on the ground for a second and you feel the most beautiful feeling of peace come over you. At last you can see there's hope, that you don't have to carry those bags anymore, that you don't have to feel those feelings if you don't want to. And you know how that will happen. You can let go of those bags by asking Source, by asking Divine Grace, by asking your interpretation of God to release you from all of those feelings. You suddenly feel a great surge of relief because you realise you don't have to get rid of them yourself. As long as you're connected to Source, you can leave those feelings behind. Suddenly, you can feel above you there is a white golden light coming down from the sky. Your crown chakra on the top of your head opens and the light enters you. And all of a sudden you are filled with bliss. Imagine a cool, beautiful, serene liquid filling up a glass. That's exactly what's happening to you. You are being filled with grace. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world. You know what you need to do now, and it's so easy. Slowly, you rise to your feet. You're still holding the bags, but something amazing is happening. As you stand up, hundreds of holes suddenly appear in each of the bags, and sand starts to run out of the holes and drop on the floor, on the ground beneath your feet. It's effortless. All of those bags with all of those feelings, or maybe just one bag if that's what you were carrying, they are empty just as fast as the golden light of the grace of Source enters you. You are now fully connected to Source. You are in a deep state of grace, and your bags, they have emptied. You no longer have to have those feelings. And before you know it, the bags have detached themselves from your hands and they just disintegrate into the air. They're not even there. And the sand? Well, you look at the ground and you start to laugh because the sand is just sand. It doesn't mean anything. And you can look back on the things and the feelings and the experiences that led you to this point. And you can look at them as if they are just sand. They don't need to mean anything to you. And now you're going to come back to yourself, but I want you to come back with that connection to Source in you, with that feeling of grace, because you can carry that anywhere. I'm now going to count from 5 back to 1. 5. Start to notice the room around you. 4. Take another deep breath. 3. Have a really good stretch. 2. Move your fingers, stretch them and your feet. And 1. Open your eyes. And when you're ready, sit up and look around you.